Good day, everyone. This is Ms. Mbele. We'll continue with our management communication and 4 lessons. Our topic for today is Module 9, Part B, Business Letters. We're still using the same reference material, which is N4 Communication and Management Communication. Say it in plain English by Wade and Steenkamp. For this lesson, we are going to consider page 242 to page 248 of our textbooks. Lesson 3. In this lesson, we are going to cover the following topics: request for testimonial or reference letter, appointment letter, and we will also look at the example of a letterhead. Request for testimonial or reference letter. When you are requesting a testimonial or a reference letter, you will be signing a business letter. So we'll be using the same format that we have discussed previously, the business format, the business letter format, or the formal letter format, where you write your sender's address, your receiver's address, the date in full. You do your salutation or your greetings on your left-hand side. You write your subject heading in capital letters. Then you write your 3 paragraphs. When you are applying for a job, you will also need to ask a person to act as your reference or to write a testimonial for you for that position that you are applying for. So you will need to choose a person who is a leader, and you will also provide this person with the necessary information such as your educational background, your work experience and achievements if you've got any, the position that you are applying for, and the name of the company that is offering the position. In paragraph 1 of your letter, you will make a polite request for the testimonial or reference, excuse me, indicate the position you are applying for. In paragraph 2, you will remind the person who you are, provide details about yourself, education, experience, achievements, and the details about the company in which is offering the position. Your closing paragraph, you will need to thank the person for their attention and express your appreciation for offering the testimonial or reference to you. You will end your letter with yours sincerely, sign the letter, write your name in full. The reason why you are using yours sincerely here, it's because you know the person. If you don't know the person, you write yours faithfully. Like when you are applying for the position, application for employment, you write yours faithfully. Appointment letter format. As the manager, HR manager of the organization, you will need to write appointment letters to the successful candidates. So you are writing on behalf of your organization. You will use the same business letter format or the same formal letter format, where you will use your address as the sender of the letter on the right-hand side and the address of the receiver on the left-hand side. In most cases, businesses use a letterhead. After this slide, we will look at the example of a letterhead. When you are sending a letter or confirming the offer of employment, you will write the letter of appointment to the candidate using the letterhead. You will congratulate and welcome the person into your organization. You will provide them with the information such as when and where to report on the first day at work, and when to come for induction and sign the employment contract. In paragraph 1, you will create goodwill by congratulating the successful candidate on their appointment and welcome them to the company. In your other paragraph, which is paragraph 2, you will provide the complete information about the position, commencement date, when to come for induction and sign the employment contract, who to report to on the first day when they arrive at their workplace. Closing paragraph, you end with goodwill. Express hope that the applicant or the candidate will accept the offer and you will enjoy working with them in your organization. You end the letter with the closing, yours sincerely, because now you know the person. He or she has come for an interview. You have seen them during the interview and you have interacted with them. So you will write yours sincerely as an HR manager. Example of a letterhead. This is an example of a letterhead. A letterhead, the address of a company can be in the middle of the page. It can be on your right-hand side, far right-hand side. The letterhead must have your telephone number and your fax number as well. During examination, they might say that write a letter of appointment appointing the successful candidate, use the letterhead, and you will not be provided with the letterhead. So you will need to create your own letterhead. This is an example of a letterhead that you will create for your candidate or to write your employment letter. Practical activity that you will need to do. Use the case study provided below to write a letter to your HOD, FM division requesting a testimonial to recommend you for the position of the financial officer as you have applied for it on the 18th of May 2020. Provide all necessary information to him or her. Remember, in the case study, we are looking for an intern or a financial officer, and the closing date for the post is the 18th of May 2020. When you are reading the case studies, highlight the dates, highlight the positions of people, highlight the important information such as the positions. Number two, practical activity number two, you are an HR manager at the central office of Majuba TVET College. Your responsibilities is to look after the HR affairs such as employment, salaries, etc. As an HR manager, write an appointment letter to the successful candidate for the position of the financial officer or intern as advertised below. So the first letter is where you are requesting a testimonial or a reference from your HOD. The second letter, you are writing it in the position of an HR manager. Remember, after you closing your letter, you write yours sincerely and you put your position or your capacity in capital letter in this second letter. Third activity, you can now write all other relevant letters such as the letter of resignation, letter of acceptance, etc. because you now know and understand the format of how to structure the business letter or formal letter. You will be preparing yourself for final examination if you write all these letters because you don't know which one are they going to ask during the examination. But you've got the format, you need to write the letters and prepare yourselves accordingly. The case study is the same case study that you have been given previously. The Majuba TVET College is an educational institution that provides work-based exposure and internship to all their students. The college is looking for an intern financial officer to work in our finance department for the period of 18 months. The applicant must be studying towards the financial management qualification. These are the requirements that you will need to consider when you are requesting the testimonial. The HR manager's address that you will use in the letterhead, this is the address. So when you are reading the case study or reading the question paper, read what the instruction is telling you, who you are. If you are an HR manager, you are already provided with the address. So use this address so that you will know exactly what you are doing. The date in which the publication was done, it was on the 10th of May, 2020. Good luck on your lessons. Enjoy this lesson.